Why are letting agents such perfectionists? Talk to me, Neil.
Why is everybody such a perfectionist, Chris?
Do you think everyone?
I think a lot of people. I think a lot of agents, letting agents especially, have an attention to detail.
Yes.
Okay, and a fear of rejection and a fear of failure.
I think more of a fear of criticism.
Yeah. Which obviously then holds you back from trying new things.
Yes.
Okay. But I think perfectionism is an issue for a lot of people, especially, and I think it's on the rise because of things like social media and access to seeing what everyone else is doing. Because we're all looking at a highlight reel of somebody else's life.
Yes.
And whilst we're looking at filtered images and all this kind of, it's like we photoshopped the entire world and stuck it on the internet, pretty much, right? If we're looking at that and we're comparing with that, it's hard to compare with that, which makes us think, I can't do this well enough, so I won't do it at all. Now, for me, I'm very much I've got a philosophy of done beats perfect. So I'm currently writing a book called Done Beats Perfect. It's been my tagline as a speaker for a few years now. It's a big thing for me. And I've actually broken the DONE down into 4 things.
Go on.
So the first one is decide. So decide what it is you're actually trying to create. What's the outcome that you're after? And part of that is decide who you need to be to make that happen.
Yes.
Because ultimately, it's not about the thing, it's about who you become in order to get the thing. And if you can become the person, you can get the thing. If you want to be the noun, you've got to do the verb.
Yes. Oh, I like that line.
Yeah? You don't become a pianist without playing a piano. You don't become a runner without running.
Because we teach letting and estate agents how to use video in their business. And we say at the start of every single course, by the end of the day, we will teach this because we can only teach 8 at a time. 3 of us teach because it's quite intense. At the end of the day, we are going to teach you how to film, edit, all the ideas. We're going to ask you at the end of the day, have we taught you enough? And they always come back and say, yes, you've taught us loads. But I always say at the start of the day, out of the 8 people in this room, only one of you will be doing it in a month's time.
Yeah.
And everyone will say,
"It will be me."
It will be me. So why is that a perfectionist thing?
Very often. So if we go on to the O is operate as if. Now, lots of people talk about fake it till you make it. I hate that phrase.
Okay.
Because if I feel fake, I ain't going to want to keep doing something. And so people are telling me, oh, just fake it till you make it. If I feel fake, I feel inauthentic, insincere, it don't work, right? But if I operate as if, that basically means me going, okay, I know who I need to become or the kind of person I need to become. How can I find people who've done something similar and model their behavior patterns and do some of those things to the best of my ability right now?
Is this comparing your chapter 1 against someone else's chapter 10?
I think a lot of people fall into doing that. But what I'm saying is, accept you're on chapter 1, but learn from people who are on chapter 10. Look at what they're doing. Look at, even if you haven't got access to them directly.
It's interesting. One of the things we recommend is that people. Luke Sinclair is big on video, but his first ones were a pile of rubbish.
That's my point. Yeah, absolutely.
But if you go and took the time to go scroll back.
There's a phrase from America, I think it comes from American sports. I've learned from a bunch of my American friends and I love it. It's embrace the suck. And it basically means whatever new thing you try to do, you will suck at it. Do it long enough that you suck less.
So right.
And eventually you'll get good, right? But when you first start, you'll suck at it. The first time you tried to tie your own shoes, did you succeed?
No, you didn't.
The first time you tried to walk, did you succeed?
No.
The first time you tried to ride a bike, did you succeed?
Ask someone else, drive a car.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
First free valuation.
Yeah, first time you got intimate with somebody, was it perfect?
No.
Absolutely not. It was awkward as hell, probably, right? It's okay. You keep going and you get good at these things. Yeah, so it's about operating as if and keeping moving forward.
Because interesting, I recommend people on videos deliberately set out to make a bad video.
Yeah, so here's my view. If I'm coaching people around video as well, here's my view. If you're not embarrassed by the first video you publish 6 months from now, you waited too long.
So right.
Because you should be able to look back and go, that's terrible. And don't delete it, leave it there so people can see you're a human being. But you should be able to go back and go, oh, I can't believe it was that bad.
Mine were
And
atrocious.
you can see the process. Yeah,
Mine were atrocious.
my first video, I'm not even in. I didn't want to be on camera. I know that might be hard for some people to believe, but I didn't want to be on camera. So my first video, I'm not.
I was putting it off for 18 months.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you. The N, just very quickly, the N is note, as in take note of where you are and measure your progress. You know, and if you're moving in the right direction and everything's going to plan, fantastic, keep doing it. But if not, it moves on to the E, which is evolve. Evolve is about evolving your approach, not evolving the outcome you're trying to achieve. Because the outcome, if you're really committed to it and you truly decided on it, shouldn't change. But the way you get there might. You know, me driving here to be with you today, if there'd been roadworks or a learner driver or, you know, there's a whole bunch of things that could have impacted my journey, slowed me down. Maybe I was actually on time, which Nigel, who I do my podcast with, will never believe because I'm always late for him. But, you know, I was on time and whatever. But if I hadn't been, I'd have called you and let you know. And, you know, and we'd have worked these things out, right? It's the same thing. You evolve your approach because you're still trying to get to that same result. So many people go, well, I've kind of got somewhere that's sort of all right, even though it's not where I want to be, and I'll settle for that. Done beats perfect isn't about settling for whatever comes up. It's about keeping going, but accepting the fact it's a journey, and you're not going to be perfect on day one.
Because, you know, people are worried that good is good enough, and it, you know, at least it's done, and then you can slowly get better, can't you?
Absolutely, yeah. You can't edit a blank page, right?
Too right.
You know, if you write loads of blog posts and things for people and newsletters for people and stuff, you couldn't go, actually, I'm going to edit this. Oh, I haven't written anything yet. You need to get something on a page. And I mean, I don't know what your workflow is in terms of your team and stuff. And my guess is you've got people that do some of it for you. You do the editing and you make it like the finished version, right? Would that be a reasonable guess?
Kind of. I write it once and then give it to them and then they replicate it for the tenants. Yeah.
And then you get some of it back and check bits of it. Exactly, right? So you can't they can't do the edit if you haven't done the first bit. You can't check and edit their stuff if they haven't done their work.
If you don't switch your phone on and do the video, how the hell can you edit it?
Exactly. So it's like, what's step one? Step one, then step two. And my biggest tip on this is lots of people talk about, I'm going to do this one day. Oh, I'll get around to it one day. I'll make a video one day. I'll set up a YouTube channel one day. I'll start running Facebook ads one day. Whatever the thing is, there's this one day thing, right?
Never get there, do they?
Here's my tip. Take one day and turn it into day one.
Ooh, I like that.
What can you do today that moves you in the direction towards where you want to be? And that might not be that you get to the end result. It might just be you pull out your schedule, your diary, your calendar, and you block in the half a day you're going to work on it. Or it might be that you record the video on your phone that you actually aren't ready to post yet, but you commit to making a video every day, and then within 2 weeks you'll have posted one of them. It's still progress.
At least you've posted it.
Exactly.
Cheers, mate.